On this day of 69th Republic Day that we are celebrating, let me ask you all, how many of you are feeling Republic? Do you really feel that you're Republic? A Toastmaster of the day gave the definition of what Republic is. Republic is something where not the monarch, but the people has the power to choose what they want to do and how the things have to happen. And in a country like us, or not just us, in more than 205 countries in the whole the world, people choose to exercise that right through their representatives, that we call them as our leaders. In our country we have MLAs, MPs, corporators and all. And through them we get our access to the Republic and the true right to the Republic. But honestly, for me, I don't think the Republic just stays down to that. Republic comes down to the very individual level of ourselves. Republic comes to the choice that we make. A choice that we make and which is going to define who we are today, tomorrow and forever. This very moment I'm reminded of a very patriotic movie which actually changed the life of many people in our country, which changed the way the people used to see the career is supposed to be. Not just about what the set norm is, but to follow the passion. And the movie's name is, and this very patriotic movie is The Three Idiots. And Three Idiots, the first very scene where the Farhan, who's being played by Mr. Mahadevan, he tells his story how he was born. The very moment he was born, the choice was made for him, but not by him, but his parents, to be an engineer. Unfortunately, I do see there are a lot of engineers in this college, in this whole room. Some doctors, some other architects. I don't know how many of you have chosen that life for yourself, because I have seen a lot of engineers who are trying to become a stand-up comedian, even singers and a lot many things. So that choice, what you make, is what the Republic is there for you. And that's what I truly believe in. Mr. Toastmaster today, fellow Toastmasters and guests, welcome to the Republic of yourself. Let's think about what Republic can be there for you, not just for the nation. Because nation is there for you, but what difference you can bring to that nation and to yourself. Let's start with yourself first. In the preamble of the Constitution, it is said that which is that we, the people of India, have solemnly resolved to constitute a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic to secure all of its citizens. And it tells some more things, which I'm going to explain in some time. The first thing that it tells is the right to justice. To have a republic, you need to have a right to choice, and right to choice will have to be defined with the justice. If you want to become something, and if you want to ask someone that, yes, I want to be that person, and if you cannot argue with that person, and without argument, you will not be able to succeed. And that's where the judiciary, the justice comes to play. And if we don't have that ardent judiciary, I don't believe that justice is truly there. Giving the example of the recent example of the movie, the Padmavat. Even though the Supreme Court has given the ruling that yes, it is right to be played. The censor board has given the ruling that it is right to be played. But still, our people are not ready to believe in that republic. They believe in their own, some own hooliganism form of republic, a utopian republic where they have their own choice which has to be imposed on everyone. And that's not the republic that we have to stand in. In the preamble, the second word that we speak about is liberty. And liberty is not just about a thought, it's a thought of expression and the belief in all the way we do the life. We have something called as fundamental rights. And in this article, from the article 12 to 35 of second section of the Constitution of India, it guarantees a lot of things. Guarantees in a sense that yes, it is part of your life. And if you are not getting that right, you can go to Supreme Court and you can ask for it, and you will be given. Starting from the right to life to the recent fundamental right which has been added, the right to privacy. And all of this has to be expressed in our life in the proper way, but do have a right choice to express that thing. Because your choice shouldn't be a cause of trouble for someone else. Other than that, there's something called DPSP, that is Directive State Principle, which is another set of rules which has been given in our Constitution. which says that government has to do all set of things like providing wages to the people who are unemployed, giving jobs to the people who don't have an opportunity, and such and such. But there's a catchphrase there: if they have the resources and if they have an opportunity to do that. For me, honestly, the life has been a very much of a good ride. From the very beginning, I've been a son of an army officer who rose from as a Jawan, who rose to become an NCO, that's a non-commissioned officer, JCO, that's a junior commissioned officer, and retired as a honorary Subedar captain. He, as a person who defended our nation on the borders when the requirement was there, leading his Jawans. And my mother, who is a nurse, who in the times of peril has been always there to take care of her patients. In the time when the Gujarat earthquake took place, she donated 2 months of her salary irrespective of how our life is going to be going in our places. That's the choice she made, and that's what the Republic has made better for me and my family. And finally, I would say, the first choice that I made was the school that I was got in. My principal, I still remember my principal in the Army Public School in Srinagar, Sriganganagar, that's in border of Pakistan and Punjab. She asked me the first question, what do you want to become? And the answer that promptly came to my mind was, I want to become a police officer. And the next question she asked me, why? All of a sudden, I don't know why did I answer that. I told her, I want to become a police officer so that I can grow up and shoot you. I still don't know why, as a child, 2.5, 3-year-old, I gave that answer. But from that time onwards, I have grown up in a life where I have had been a student of science with maths being going into 11, had to drop and take Hindi. Had an option of engineering, medical and all, but went into hotel management. Due to medical reason, left hotel management, became a data analyst, and finally an HR person now, right now. The right to choice has been there in my life, and the right to choice has been given to me by my family, my parents, and they have supported to me in every possible way. Find that right to choice, find that Republic in yourself and in your family, and you will be happy for the rest of your life. Over to you, Osman.